In a flash, all but one disappear, and we are left with a single present. We must deal with the present quickly, because soon it will be flash frozen into memory and history, where it will change only as much as a fossilized mammoth can twist and pivot inside an ice age glacier. On the other side of every creaky door, we know there is an endless, impatient crowd of other possible futures lined up and waiting, some banal, some trivial, some mysterious, and some transformative. And we don't know which we will meet. The mysteries that surround the future are enchanting as well as terrifying. They give life much of its richness, beauty, exhilaration, and meaning. Its zing. Do we really want to know what lies behind every door? 2,000 years ago, Cicero asked, had Julius Caesar foreseen that in the Senate, chosen in most part by himself, he will be put to death by most noble citizens, some of whom owed all they had to him, and that he would fall to so low an estate that no friend, no, not even a slave, would approach his dead body? In what agony of soul would he have spent his life? Cicero knew Caesar, and may have seen him knifed in the Senate on the Ides, the 15th of March, 44 BCE. When Caesar died, Cicero was writing his great work on divination. So the example was vivid and strongly felt. Our ignorance of the future gives life much of its drama and excitement, and it gives us the freedom to choose, and the moral duty to choose thoughtfully. A lot of the time, though, we really do want to glimpse what lies ahead. What clues do we have? When we journey to another country, we can talk to people who have been there, or we can travel with Lonely Planet guidebooks, as 19th century Europeans travelled with their Baedekers. As a professional historian, I have travelled to the past in my imagination using Baedekers built from the records and memoirs of those who lived in the past. I was not travelling blind. When we enter the future, though, we have no guides because no one has been there. Not a soul. As the philosopher of history R.G. Collingwood reminded us, the future leaves no documents. Not knowing is scary because the future really, really matters. After all, as the futurist Nicholas Rescher puts it, that is where we are all going to spend the rest of our lives. So we all look for guidance. Our minds are constantly scanning the world, looking for patterns and trends and signs, and imagining possible futures, good and bad. We try to interpret messages in dreams, or in the stars, or in the warnings or promises of soothsayers or financial advisors. We ask parents or doctors or teachers. Modern governments ask economists and statisticians and scientists, and sometimes pay them a lot of money. And we engage in all this activity because, though the future leaves no documents, we do have some clues about what may be coming. And sometimes we can make forecasts with what Leibniz called moral, that is, near certainty. The sun will rise tomorrow. I will die someday. The government will insist I pay taxes. I cannot say these things with absolute certainty, but I can get close enough. What I cannot do is predict the future in detail, except in rare cases such as solar eclipses. Unlike the past, which sparkles with details, the future is a foggy world of vague shapes moving in the gloaming. The strangest thing is that our only clues about the future lie in the past.